Virgo 101 signing on for the Virgo video for the month of July regarding tarot. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by and listening to your tarot reading for the month of July 2024 Virgo. If you're an astrology enthusiast and you know your rising sign astrology signs, if you know your rising sign through astrology, I've uploaded the July 2024 rising sign astrology reports here on Cosmic Girl 101 YouTube channel. You may want to check that out. Okay, so let's start the reading off for the month of July with the tarot with an oracle card from the astrology deck. So you may have a planet come through, a house or a sign come through that may be important to you for the month of July. And we have the South Node. The South Node currently is in the sign of Libra. So Libra, that sign may be significant to you as a Virgo for the month of July. Now, don't get too wrapped up in the South Node and what it means in general. The South Node's transiting in Libra, the North Node's transiting in the sign of Aries, and the South Node is about what's familiar, what has been a constant, and it's connected to Libra themes of relationships, also connected to contracts, agreements and negotiations, partnerships of all kinds. And Libra for you as a Virgo is your second house, so finances connected to those topics may be significant to you in the month of July. Okay, so let's get into the tarot, Virgo. What is the tarot reading for Virgo for the month of July 2024? So always remember free will and agency when listening to any oracle or divinatory reading, Virgo, if I even need to say that to a Virgo. And either is organic and it lands, you connect with it, or quite simply you don't. That's okay. Let's get into it. Virgo, first week of July for Virgo. What does Virgo need to be on notice about, please? Using the wisdom of the tarot. Virgo, first week of July. Okay, we open up the first week of July with the Page of Wands. Ooh, taking action. Movement, and it's quick movement. Page of Wands is the element. Wands is the element of fire, so very passionate, fiery energy. Fire is about movement. It's very bright, and the page in the tarot is about information, communication. Something coming towards you that's, going to be very loud for you, very bright. It's got a lot to do with energy, so information that gets you energetically moving or physically moving in the first week of July, Virgo. Okay, well, we'll get some more substance and more body with the second tarot when we get through the first lot. Second week, ooh, we have the Major Arcana card of the Tower. Virgo. This is very un-Virgoan because Tower is unpredictable. Something you don't see coming and represents something that isn't predictable, safe, secure, conservative. Doesn't have a lot of support. So something needs to be changed because it doesn't have the legs to see something through. So suddenly something breaks down or something changes because something isn't what you thought it would be. Third week we have the Two of Pentacles. This is the element of earth, which is in line with your energy as a Virgo. You are an earth sign. And the twos are about shaking hands and starting. We are beginning a new strategy. We are developing. We are ready to put pen to paper and let's make something real here connected with our finances and resources. Beginning a new journey. but a practical, very grounded one. So new employment, options of 2 different jobs or paths with employment, investments, 2 properties. Either way, there's the beginning of understanding our options, and there's diversity available around us. So we may be sifting through some financial options, investments, or potential employment routes that we can take. So busy time in the 3rd week of July, Virgo. Okay. 4th week of July, moving into August, please, for Virgo. What is on notice for Virgo in the 4th week of July, moving into August? Okay, Virgo. Virgo. 4th week of July, moving into August. Thank you. What does Virgo need to be aware of? Energetically, physically, spiritually, mentally. Too many. In the 4th week of July. Wow, alright, taking your time, that's okay, thank you. Okay, we end the month moving out of July into August with the 9 of Swords. So this is the element of air, and air is our cerebral landscapes, information, communication, data, analytics, facts and figures, self-talk, information that's really loud. And as you can see in the card, it's like you're trying to block it out. It's all too much. Well, what's all too much? It's just the noise, the information. But we will get a second card on what that is for you, Virgo, so hang tight. So the 1st week of July, we open up with that Page of Wands. Information or communication that gets us going, gets the fire lit up under our butts, and we're off to the races. So what is this Page of Wands? What are we taking action on with Virgo's energy for the month of July? It's very fiery, very, yeah, wow, very bright. Page of Wands for Virgo in the 1st week of July. Thank you. It's with the 5 of Cups. This is overcoming a relationship or being separated from a very personal situation that's been really quite heavy on your heart, to be really fair. And needing to concentrate on the potentials of your future in regards to this significant relationship. It's like, do I sit in the doldrums? Do I sit in divine melancholy? Or do I, you know, turn around and go in a different direction that is more supportive of my energy, instead of drowning in this divine melancholy of depression, being separated from this relationship? I need to concentrate on, you know, the good stuff. I need to get emotionally recentered again, reconnected again. So that Page of Wands with the 5 of Cups in the 1st week of July, Virgo. The experience of understanding you know, what was in a relationship and the possibility of reconnecting and recalibrating and going in a different direction with the relationship, or understanding that if there is communication that seems very fiery and throws you off guard, could be a person saying, look, I'm done, I'm over, and it could really throw you through a loop, to be honest. And there may be some regret, whether it was the regret of you took on the relationship too hastily, or you weren't aware of this other person's unpredictability, if you will, and that could really, you know, take you out of feeling balanced and centered. So it looks like a tricky week in the first week of July, to be fair, with a significant relationship. The first week, of July. The second week, we got the Major Arcana card of the Tower with the Knight of Wands. And this is a very acute, abrupt dissolution of an employment situation or something going on in your home environment. So home and environment, your home or employment situation needs your attention. Something's not solid here. Or if the first week was about news of, you know, look, we can't go through with this agreement with a home situation or an employment situation, sort of takes you into that second week of feeling, I'm not confident now, and I need to recenter and look at my options moving forward, instead of being very singular. So you may have put all your eggs in one basket, proverbially speaking, in regards to this relationship or employment or home situation, and it's not coming to fruition or not sticking for you, and that can be very hard to deal with, to be fair. And then the third week, you've got that Two of Pentacles of, there's options available now, and you're taking action on making connections with two possibilities of employment, two possibilities of a home or relocation of a home situation, or relocating, excuse me. You have options available, but you're looking at the practical sides of the resources you have to make some changes, or needing to acknowledge, I need more work, I need to open things up here. Because something's ended, something's not completely solid for you. And there's always a reason for that, the bigger scheme. You know, taking the eagle perspective, when you have time to process and look at things after the fact and look backwards, you go, oh, well, looking at where I am now, I understand why that needed to break, or that needed to fall apart, or that relationship needed to end. Because I'm here now and I understand that that wasn't a fit, if you will. That's one way to look at total dissolution and disruption that throws you out. There's always a bigger meaning. There's a bigger picture unfolding that maybe you can't see because you're so concentrated now on the disruption and the distraction, and that's fair enough, because there is a lot of emotional imbalance here. And then that Two of Pentacles in the third week is with the King of Cups. This King of Cups is all about being having emotional maturity, being psychically aware that you have more control over your emotions and feelings than you're possibly giving yourself credit for, when it comes to opening yourself up to different ways of establishing employment and security, and especially with property possessions in the home environment. This is the awareness of not cutting yourself off and being a little bit more structured and streamlined with your emotions, instead of feeling like you're not giving yourself enough credit for being on top of your game when it comes to being able to eliminate emotional attachments connected to home, property and employment situations. You know what you need to do to get things going, and you're good at being not too overrun by feelings and emotions, and just being psychically more adept. And I think that's quite powerful. I think you're going to need that King of Cups energy considering the first 2 weeks of July being quite disruptive, to be fair. And then we end the month of July moving into August with the Nine of Swords energy with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this looks like there's a really big financial decision or financial independence that is possibly bothering you, or sharing finances. And the reason it's stressful or possibly grating on you mentally or weighing you down and making you feel quite anchored is quite simply because you are committed to something in regards to a financial aspect of your life, and you need to make a decision. And it's possibly been put on you quite suddenly in the first 2 weeks. I think this is where it's going to happen. There's something really quite abrupt occurring for you, Virgo. And look, tarot and life isn't all fluff and love and, you know, you're abundant and all this sort of stuff. It can be, but there's reality. And I think your reality is coming crashing down because there's a need to streamline your emotions. Don't feel like you have to overcompensate or overcommit to others or a friend, or you know, you've always been dependable. Sometimes things happen and you need to be more okay with you being okay with being autonomous and being, you know, aware that you are important too. And this Nine of Swords and Nine of Pentacles at the end of July moving into the month of August feels like you're on the precipice of making a pretty, you know, weighty decision regarding your finances or independence or sharing resources that you've been delaying. So it's the too many options or diversity that could be overwhelming. It's the too much intel, there's too much data, there's too much analytics, there's too much reality I've got to deal with, and I'm finding it difficult to process. But what I'm trying to understand is that the reality of my financial situation, be it home, career, possessions, I've committed and anchored to this for a very long time, and I've been anchored to this for a very long time, and I'm struggling with making a choice and a decision, and that's okay. So what this reading is screaming, take your time and you do you. Something wasn't a fit with a relationship or a work situation. Your energy was being misguided. And there needs to be a more psychic, intuitive aspect that you need to draw on to take you to where you need to go in regards to eliminating distraction and overcompensation for being the good guy all the time. And that south node of relationships, partnerships, agreements, contracts, negotiations, and all to do with this second house being the south node in Libra is all about your assets, resources, skills that you develop that give you a niche, you know, leg up in a professional world, your investments, your actual wealth and finances are significant here. Absolutely. They always will be, they always are. Welcome to planet Earth. I think you're going to be basically escaping a pretty jarring employment situation or home situation. You're getting out of it, but not without a lot of processing of where you go moving forward. Yeah, it could be really difficult, something going on in the home, a massive disruption in your home, a cog in the wheel with work that really takes you almost back to the drawing board of going, oh, wow, I need to really tune into what options I have moving forward because it's financially seriously important to me. Yeah, tricky month, Virgo. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for tuning in. Trust you have a fabulous month of July, and I will see you next video.